Hey there, Fortnite community, and welcome back to the Fort Report. This week marks the start of Season 9. Yes, that's right, a new season is here, and although we didn't get a chance to work for a free battle pass like last season, we do have a lot of new items and locations to talk about this week. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Firstly, a new season brings new rewards. This season's battle pass gift owners with the Sentinel outfit and the Rock's progressive outfit instantly upon purchase. Like always, the battle pass will unlock new cosmetics, but the final tier 100 reward will unlock Vendetta, the battle-tested progressive outfit. And speaking of new things, let's get a closer look at the V9.00 patch notes to see what else has changed. So there's some new locations, Neo Tilted and Mega Mall, and as you can see in the top left, or top right, sorry, for you guys, is going to be one of those new locations, and it has emerged from the destruction that was caused by the volcano, obviously. And gameplay wise, there's also new things going on. We have the slipstreams that have been added to the game. These large bladeless fan-like objects allow players to move faster and change direction when trying to move down the stream. Players are launched when exiting the tube based on their movement speed. And this is pretty awesome. It also affects based on the angle, and additionally players can use the directional input to gain extra velocity, get that speed going a little bit faster. Projectiles and vehicles can also make use of the slipstream, and another object was added is the air vents. These vents can propel players short distances while also giving them immunity to fall damage, so that's nice. The final new item that was added is going to be the Fort Bytes. These are a series of 100 collectible computer chips exclusive to Battle Pass owners. Collecting these Fort Bytes will unlock a hidden image and other rewards and secrets that Season 9 has to offer, so get looking for those. There will be 18 Fort Bytes available to find on the first day of the season, and as the season progresses, a minimum of one Fort Byte will be unlocked daily, so make sure you check those challenges on the Challenges tab to stay updated on how many have been added, so you can go find some more and get all 100. Also, it is important to note that Fort Bytes can only be collected during this season, so only during Season 9 can you pick those up. Disconnected players now remain in the world for an additional 60 seconds and will take damage and account for elimination points. That's another update that we got going forward. And moving on to weapons and items, the grenade has been unvaulted. However, there were also several other items which have been vaulted, and it includes clingers, buried treasure, pump shotgun, poison dart trap, scoped revolver, suppressed AR, thermal AR, or the thermal rifle if you want to call it, and balloons. Combat shotguns have been added to the game, and this is a semi-automatic shotgun that holds 10 shells and reloads 2 shells at a time. It fires 9 pellets per shot for a 73, 77, 81 base damage, and has a tight spread and a fast fire rate. It also has a headshot multiplier of 1.7, and the tactical shotgun damage has been adjusted, and its base has been increased from 66, 70, 74 to 71, 75, 79. So that's a pretty solid increase right there. The drum gun, drum gun availability has been reduced from 16.732% to 7.155%. The boom bow availability has also been reduced from 1.3% roughly to 0.75%. Next, the limited time modes which will be in the rotation this patch include Trios, a regular battle royale but with 3-person squad. There's also going to be Solid Gold, a fight to the finish with legendary weapons, so that'll be a quicker match for sure. And One Shot, a low gravity fight where players only have 50 health and can only use snipers to eliminate their opponents. Performance wise, frame rate has been improved for the Nintendo Switch users. The issue of characters becoming invisible after skydiving has been fixed. Tactical audio with player built-in structures has been improved. Tactical audio with player-built structures has been improved. And specifically, the enemy pickaxe sound is now louder when within 1 building tile radius. Wall break by the enemy player close to your player is now much clearer and louder, so you can tell what's going on basically better. Explosion audio has also been improved to make them more clearer and punchier, that was in the notes. Additionally, spectating a player's match will now automatically follow that player. For mobile players, changes include auto fire triggers on vehicles, option for increasing elimination feed line count in the HUD, layout tool. They enabled the drag and drop from the quick bar while jumping. While jumping, they also changed the location of the boost button for Android users for the X Stormwing to prevent players from accidentally pressing the home button. and exiting out of the game. Squad formation is now accessible, and in addition to these changes, several bug fixes and improvements have been made to all aspects of the game. We won't go through all of them, but some of them include turbo building after gliding not working correctly, the misplacement of launch pads in midair, the user interface showing health gains incorrectly when players cancel using the consumable and close to completion time, the initial storm warning timer incorrectly showing as 0. So along with the Season 9 update, the developers also posted an announcement regarding the drum guns, limited time modes, and disconnecting duos. Drum guns, unvaulted by popular demand if you were part of that voting event, were immediately added back to all game modes within Fortnite except in ongoing tournaments. However, the developers have stated that they will be made available to use in the weekend's tournament, so those to come, you will be able to use those guns, or the drum guns. Speaking of tournaments, the announcement also states that Epic Games hopes to open a more dynamic, competitive scene by adding limited time modes to the tournament rotation. They hope to implement this after the World Cup Online Open concludes. So stay tuned for a more detailed announcement near the conclusion of the Online Opens. That sounds very interesting to get some different kind of game modes going on within the pro scene. The largest part of the announcement was dedicated to addressing the problem duo partners disconnecting during a tournament match, which really sucks. That screws everything up. Currently, the rules deny the duo of earning any points due to the disconnection. This also applied in the arena mode where partners would disconnect before loading into the pre-match island. Epic Games felt that this was a heavy disadvantage, which it obviously was, for the remaining player, and therefore planned to fix it by implementing a new system in the V9.1 patch to come. If the duo partner happened to leave the match before loading into the pre-match island, the remaining player would be given a choice to either continue playing solo or leave the match. If the player does not choose, the default option is to remove the player from the match. This is because the developers feel it would be more advantageous to play the game with a partner. Obviously, if you have a partner, you're going to do better. In most cases, maybe if you're carrying dead weight like me, it's not going to make a difference, but in any other case. Now, moving on to glitches and compensation, Epic Games have announced that they will be giving compensation for the players affected by the Blackheart and Hybrid Style Challenges glitch. This bug caused the Blackheart and Hybrid Style Challenges to not show up for players who had already unlocked the skins in the past season. It is predicted that players affected by this will most likely be given V-Bucks as compensation. Another glitch that left many players disappointed is the unvaulting event glitch, where players were unable to witness the unvaulting due to issues with the event starting. That's unfortunate because it was really cool for everyone to just vote on what they wanted and then get it from the developers. That's pretty awesome. So the developers, to address this, they issued a statement saying that they would be compensating all those who were unable to witness the event with an Arcano glider, which is pretty cool. You can see it on the screen right there. It's a pretty cool glider. It's not some cheap little thing. They're giving you something. While the reward distribution initially ran into some errors, after a quick fix, the distribution of these gliders were quickly resumed. Let's move on to some competitive news. We'll start off by recapping the results of Week 4 for the World Cup. It was the second week for dual qualifiers last weekend. There was a total of 8 teams qualifying in Europe, North America East, and West. In Europe, Stompy and I can never pronounce that name right, finished with 103 points. However, they had already qualified in that Week 1, so teams that placed between 2nd and 5th all qualified instead. Gambit's Flexi and Letwick finished 2nd with 87 points, and Cooler, Nyrox, and Aqua finished 3rd with 86 points. VHV's Crew and Chapix qualifying 4th, and Geo's Deidre and M11's in 5th, both with finishing 85 points. In North America East, the qualifiers this week were extremely entertaining, with some of the biggest duos competing for a qualification spot. One of the most dominant duos recently, Ghost Saf and NRG Zate, put up a dominating display to finish with 99 points in first place. They even have a big 17 elimination game. That's awesome. Tempo Storm's Brush and Sizlucky finished 2nd with 91 points. FaZe Clan's Funk Bomb and Nate Hill had a big final game to jump out from the top 10 to finish 3rd and qualify. They finished with 85 points. Funk Bomb becomes one of the few players to have qualified for both solo and duo events in the World Cup, which is pretty awesome. Double your chances of getting some of that cash money. And FaZe Clan's Tfue and Cloak 100 Thieves Cease and Elevate, TSM's Zexro and Vinny missed out on qualification spots by only just a few points. You know, some big names. They should be making it in there. They should be qualifying. In North America West, only one qualification spot was up for the taking, and King and G's Leno and Barl put up a good fight to finish first with 90 points and qualify. Congrats to all the players who will be going to New York in July. That's pretty awesome. You're playing a video game, traveling across the country. That's great. Good for you guys. We'll see ya at that next level. Now, following the release of the new season, Epic addressed the community on a few changes that were made. First off, they said that although the drum gun was missing from the last weekend's tournament, it will be featuring in all upcoming qualifiers, as we previously mentioned. They adjusted the spawn rate so that it aligns with similar weapons, and they will be monitoring community feedback on the weapon. Epic will also be exploring new ways to compete after the World Cup qualifiers conclude, just as we mentioned with the limited time modes and creative modes in tournament to compete, which is pretty awesome. Epic will be addressing an issue where duos were disconnected, as also previously mentioned. And they're going to do that in the next update, which is going to be the V9.1 update, where players will either, if they disconnect before reaching the pre-match island, they'll either get to stay there as a solo or they'll back out. And finally, Epic Games decided to explain why they had vaulted the pump shotgun. According to them, they wanted each new season to feel fresh and different. Adding a new gameplay perspective, the pump shotgun accounts for over 26% of all eliminations, with the next weapon type not even coming close to it. So instead of nerfing it to a point where it no longer lives up to its expectations, basically becomes a whole different gun, they decided to vault it and try to rework it into something better suited for a balanced gameplay. Their goal with introducing the new combat shotgun was to provide an item with a similar niche but a different risk and reward. They will be closely monitoring the community feedback surrounding this new shotgun. And in the other news, FaZe Clan announced that they were signing 2 more new FaZe Pro Fortnite players, Dubs and Mega. This is a big move, for the roster is already completely stacked for FaZe. They join the likes of Tfue, Cloak, Nate Hill, and Funk Bomb. Dubs already qualified for the World Cup in solos in week 1, and both players are regarded as a top 2 duo team and will be competing for a spot in the World Cup duo finals in the coming weeks. And now it's time for this week's best roundup of montage and edits. So to start it off, we are going to watch Name a Better Sniper. I'll wait. And the title is actually spelled in that SpongeBob meme format. And this is by GameCaveTV. So let's watch GameCaveTV's montage and decide if there's a better one out there. He'll wait.
It's terrible. I saw the nastiest fucking snipe clips out of anyone though. Fucking try me, dog. How just on? You think that you can stand on the floor. Domino, all you want. You're better off when we are apart. Day and night, me at all. You think that you can stand on the floor. Domino, all you want.
those were some pretty clean shots. I mean, I know it's the limited time mode and it's 50% health, but he was popping off continuously. He was going on sprees. So next up, we're going to have Envy Me by Machi.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
That fucking dynamite glitch.
You have to take a... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel good.
Matter of fact, we don't play it all. OG was in the air, but we better run till we smoke it all. Putting on the front, boy, you better fall. We don't kill them dead, we don't kill them all. Might spend a 10 when I'm in the mall. I was on the bin with it in my draw. Hit that smoking, I'm blacking. Hit that smoking, I black out. If he run, blow his back down. I was gon' but I'm back down. These niggas gon' fall, but I never back down. In the school, I was trapping. In the school, you was class clown. Down the street. I better love my soda kid. If I got a key, make all niggas bleed. I like what I like OC.
North.
How about I hate NBA? How about I hate NBA?
Look at this.
Oh.
Dude, it sounds like he's coming. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
You see that guy's first freaking... That's... I had a brain fart. His... Not his snowboard, his hoverboard. There it is. His first hoverboard shot? That was insane. Then next up is going to be always the amazing, the Sora Gaming. They have a Team Taj, edited by Axiom.
Close the door. Take off your ego, light up my room. This night is yours. I love it when we're killing time. Something between you and me. Maybe it's electric. I'm sure they're changing my reality every time you come around. I love it when we're killing time. I love it when we're killing time. Come, you're close. Words that you whisper could last forever. Let it go. I love it when we're killing time. Something between you and me. Maybe it's electric. I'm sure they're changing my reality every time you come around. I love it when we're killing time. I love it when we're killing time. All around, everything disappears, but here and now, you're a ghost, taking me away tonight. I love it when we're killing time.
Man, Sword Gaming, they always have some amazing trick shotters in there. And I love the editing too, those cinematics were so clean. And next up is going to be Flaws and Sins by Blink.
Lighter. Nah, in the room. You work numbers, work wonders. You didn't woke me up from my eternal slumber. I'm the lightning, you're the thunder. There's a difference between I need you and I want you. Girl, I need you. Good sense, let the conversations get a little deeper. Tell me your darkest secret, shit you wouldn't even tell Jesus. My karma been taking so much I don't even believe in karma. But you give me a reason to thank God for all these recent falls. Percocet 30, E8, I've been getting all. But I didn't chilled out on the drugs since you been involved. Suck it like it's law, fuck it like it's law. No protection on my heart, goddamn it, I'm gon' hit it raw. Traumatized from my past, yeah, I keep it low. In my mind, in my head, where that shit belong. They say you after my bread, shit, I hope they wrong. You already ran up the bands, we gotta have a ball. Hit it from the back, humming up, call a play, huddle up, big stack, good luck in the bedroom. Fuck you on the product, fuck a face like Lady Gaga, ride it like a mom.
Alright, he has some clean shots in there, but next up is going to be a super cool montage. I'm not saying it's better, I'm just saying this one is also super cool. This one is going to be by Stats.
Wow, you can still see the flame and there's still water as well.
And here's how I control the lights. I'd like you to look through that hole in the box
Okay,
and tell me what you see.
you can see a reflection on the glass.
Yes.
So you can see yourself, it's like a mirror.
Like a mirror, right? See it right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can see it. Mm-hmm. You're turning into a skeleton.
Coming up next is gonna be Ricky Bobby. It's just Ricky by, I'm gonna say this one wrong too, is Zyles. I think it's Zyles. Let's go with Ricky by Zyles.
Track, bring it back. 1, 2. See, Ricky said never let nobody get the one up on you. If they run up on you, hit them with a 1, 2 or a bitch slap. Leave the phone attack, your brothers gon' have your back regardless. And stick with your day one homies that was here before it started. And fear no man but the man above your head. Pray before you go to bed. Every day my mama said.
First they knocking, now they hopping. All on the way, cause they see me. Big, large pockets, they start knocking. Here's what I say when they ass keep knocking.
My daddy said trust no man but your brother. And never leave your day ones in the gutter. My daddy said treat young girls like your mother. My mama said trust no hoes, use a rubber. My daddy said trust no man but your brothers. And never leave your day ones in the gutter. My daddy said treat young girls like your mother. My mama said trust no hoes, use a rubber. Hey, your mama ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit. And I've been making waves.
Next up is Homicide, a montage by FaZe Mew, of FaZe Mew. Sorry, not by FaZe Mew. Although he's getting the clips, so I mean, whatever. But it's FaZe Mew, edited by Cuddy Edits. Homicide, it's that new Logic and Eminem song. I haven't heard it in its entirety yet, so I'm going to listen to it here. But it's pretty awesome. Let's check it out.
Son, you know why you the greatest alive?
Why, Dad?
Because you came out of my balls, nigga.
Fuck rap, bustin' like an addict with a semi-automatic. Who done had it and he ready for anybody to buck back? Hold on, catch a vibe, ain't no way in hell we leaving nobody alive. Even suicide, no fuck that. Bobby feeling villainous, he killing us. I'm coming for your man and his lady, and even a baby. I'm feeling like I'm chicken, Slim Shady with rabies. I'm coming at the mouth, ain't nobody taking me out. Every single rapper in the industry, yeah, they know what I'm about. And I dare get to test me, cause not a single one of you motherfuckers impress me. And maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I'm full of innovation and I'm tired of all of this high school. He's cool, he's not rap shit. Can a single one of you motherfuckers even rap shit? No, this ain't a diss to the game, this is gas to the flame. Nowadays, everybody saying the same shit's lame. Like a moth to the flame, I'm a real man and killing. Know you feeling lyricism when I'm spilling it, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, Bobby Boy, he been feeling himself. Man's murder like this can't be good for my health. When I rap like this, do I sound like shit? Well, it don't really matter cause I'm killing this shit. Yeah, I'm killing this shit. Oh yeah, I'm killing this shit. Bobby, how many times you been killing this shit? Find another round, goddamn, nigga shit. Fuck rap, bustle like an addict with a semi-automatic. Who done had it and he ready for anybody to buck back. Go to catch a vibe, ain't no way in hell we leaving nobody alive. Even suicide, no fuck that. Bobby feeling villainous, he killing us. I'm coming for your man and his lady, and even a baby. I'm feeling like I'm chicken, Slim Shady. There's nowhere to hide. We call this shit genocide. Hit them with that doo then they die. We gon' leave them crucified. We call this shit genocide. I got bitches, I got hoes, I got rare designer clothes. No, we ain't fucking.
The boy can trick shot.
I'm finished.
The boy can trick shot. You can definitely tell that. I love anything with a concussion grenade too. That first clip I think was the concussion grenade play. I just love seeing those clips. Anyway, this is gonna be It's Enemy. Not it like the clown. This is just Enemy. The name is Enemy. That's the name of the video. Okay? Enemy by Thomas AU. Let's watch it right now.
Yeah. I'm finished. Nice, bro. I'm shadow bomb. Got this wall. That's right.
And lastly, we're going to be leaving you with Ruthless by Chopsticks. We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of the Fort Report. If you did, be sure to follow us and subscribe if you can, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Mixer or Twitch or Twitter or whatever you're watching it on. If you missed any part of the show or want to go back and watch earlier episodes, check out our YouTube channel at GameCaveTV. Just search GameCaveTV, all one word. That's all it's going to be for this week, and I hope you guys tune in again next week for more Call of Duty and Fortnite news. Call of Duty's on Wednesday, Fortnite is on Friday. So enjoy this Ruthless by Chopsticks.
Shit sweet, little nigga, I ain't never gonna stay in my hand. If we too deep in the whole block, deep, swear to God, I ain't never gonna feel my man. Money gon' come, but the money gon' go. All these fake niggas started getting too close, so I stay on my guys and live on my side, cause I know they gon' ride to the car getting dropped. New drip, had to pick up some shoes. New kicks, I don't care what it costs. Ruthless, I don't care who lost. Stupid, I'm in church with bullshit. I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. 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 When I come up, there's a whole lot of in the booth till we screen that we made it. Other day I was recording in the basement. Now I pull up to a show in a spaceship. How you streaming day one, do a fake shit. Nowadays bad bitch wanna taste it. Pull up on the ass show, lord, that be gang shit. And if they let me in the game, I'ma change it. Ain't a lot of niggas say ever basic. Poppin', I'ma stable, maybe some fake shit. Niggas see me, they ain't never gonna say shit. Bust down, they ain't never gonna take this. Money I got, little nigga can't make this. Kind of blue shit broke, niggas gonna hate this. I'm so proud, I'ma take on vacation. I be going hard, memories the stars. Remember selling nicks right on the boulevard. Going downtown, trying to steal a nigga car. And if I call Tar Heel, pull a nigga car. I don't better feel no more without a hammer. Brody on the news, whole face on the camera. Free on my day one, niggas out the slammer. Op nigga told black and white, he a panda. Got me finna run up in this crib like I'm Santa. Or this designer got me bros in Atlanta. Honestly, I ain't playing games no more. And they be on my dick so my thing feel sore. Bitch said I'm trash, so they change your drawers. I ain't worried about you, what you worried about me? I'ma still pop out with a fresh white tee with some retro J's and some fresh Nike. 2 or 3 bands, you think it's shit sweet, little nigga. I ain't never gonna stand my hand. If we too deep, but the whole block deep with a card, I ain't never gonna feel my man.